Good morning, everyone. Good morning, DXN. Welcome back to another session of leveling up your lifestyle, health-wise, wealth-wise, and happiness-wise. So today, we are going to understand Morinshi, or also known as Noni. So Noni is a fruit that grows in warm tropical places like Polynesia, Australia, and Southeast Asia. So it's also called as Indian mulberry or cheese fruit. So picture this. This one right here that you see. It's about the size of a potato with a rough, bumpy skin and a strong smell. So despite its not so pleasant scent and bitter taste, people have been using noni for a really long time in traditional medicine. Let me show you a picture. So now here's the interesting part. Okay, noni is believed to have some mind-blowing health benefits from helping digestion and keeping hormones in check to maybe even helping with serious stuff like high blood pressure, cancer, and even diabetes. So some folks also say it might help with memory and Alzheimer's. So the interesting part is you can use different parts of noni plant for different things. The fruit itself, like the leaves and even the roots, have been used in like different ways for like centuries. For example, you can make a juice from the fruit or put it on your skin to help with sore muscles. Anyways, let's delve deeper into the secrets and miracles of the noni fruit. Breaking down the intricate processes and potential benefit it can offer to our body. So, at the heart of the noni fruit lies a fascinating component known as proxeronin. Now, this molecule plays a pivotal role in our body's biochemical processes, so particularly in aiding protein assimilation. So, when we consume noni juice, proxeronin traverses through our digestive tract. It makes its way to the liver, which serves as a central hub for nutrient processing and storage. We learned that in biology. So within the liver, right, the proxeronin undergoes a transformation facilitated by enzymes known as procernase. So these enzymes catalyze the conversion of proxeronin into seronin, a substance crucial for protein utilization in our body. Then, seronin collaborates with serotonin, a hormone primarily produced in the brain, to form a vital molecule called seronin 2. By the way, this seronin is it's spelled as XERONINE, by the way. Anyways, now let's explore the significance of seronin 2 in our body. Um, so proteins, often described as the building blocks of life, they have a multifaceted role in maintaining our health. So they provide structural support to tissues like skin, hair, and bones. They facilitate the transportation of essential molecules within and outside cells. Okay, they act as hormones regulating bodily processes, and they bolster our immune system as antibodies combating foreign invaders. However, our body's demand for serotonin isn't always met solely through dietary sources. Factors such as inadequate nutrition, illnesses, or stress, or even aging can actually worsen this demand. And this will necessitate additional supplementation to sustain optimal like bodily functions. So that is where noni juice steps in as a potent source of roxaronin. So by incorporating noni juice into our daily regimen, we can bolster our body's serotonin levels, promoting enhanced protein assimilation and overall well-being. So regular consumption of noni juice, it has been associated with countless of health benefits, like ranging from improved digestion to increased vitality and resilience. Yet the whole thing doesn't actually end there. Now, Noni's biochemical intricacies, right, they extend beyond its proxeronin content. Interestingly, other plants utilize proxeronin in distinct ways, converting into alkaloids for various purposes. Now, these alkaloids, they serve as an essential compounds in the pharmacology, yielding medicinal drugs with therapeutic effects. However, the introduction of exogenous alkaloids such as nicotine from cigarette smoke, they can disrupt our body's natural process. So what happens is proteins which typically rely on serotonin for activation may accept these foreign alkaloids instead, leading to physiological dependencies and addictive behavior. So fortunately, the supplementation of rich proxeronin substances like noni juice. It's very rich in proxeronin. This will present a promising avenue for mitigating these dependencies. That is basically reducing the severity, of these addiction slowly, little by little. Maybe 6 months, maybe by a year, depends upon how bad the addiction is. Okay. Now, flooded with proxeronin, right, in our body can recalibrate its biochemical equilibrium. Will reduce cravings for exogenous alkaloids and will start promoting a return to um, physiological homeostasis, balance, normal bodily balance. So, in essence, the noni fruit, right, encapsulates a realm of possibilities for promoting health and vitality. So, by unraveling its secrets and harnessing its potential, we embark on a journey towards holistic well being and a healthier future. Okay. Now, it's very sciencey, right? So let's just super simplify it. So the noni fruit has something special called proxeronin, which helps our body use proteins better. Okay, so when we drink noni juice or morinji, however, it's the same thing, it's the same fruit. This, when we drink morinji or noni juice, right, this proxeronin goes into our liver, goes to our body, right, goes to our liver, where it turns into serotonin. Serotonin. Then this serotonin then teams up with serotonin, the one produced mostly in the brain, to make serotonin 2, a really important molecule. Serotonin 2 is very important. It helps proteins in our body basically do their jobs, like keeping our skin, hair. If you have hair loss, drink noni juice, keep the bones strong, move important stuff right around our cells and fighting off foreign bodies and germs. And sometimes our body needs more serotonin than we get from food. As we know, we're not always eating healthy food, right? We eat sweets. We like to eat junk food. We eat quite a lot of things, right? Even stuff that's actually not even edible. So this is where noni juice comes in. But we need nutrients, right? For our body to run normally, we need nutrients. So that is where noni juice comes in. So by drinking it regularly, we can give our body the extra serotonin it needs to stay healthy. So basically, like even if you eat chicken, right? Even if you eat roasted chicken, KFC, a lot of pastries, it's fine because we have all the products to help us control it. But that does not mean we just go on a rampage and eating it every day. No, no, not at all. So like here's the thing, okay, other plants they also use this proxeronin, but in different ways. Now, some plants turn it into alkaloids, which can be used to make medicines or drugs. Then, when we smoke cigarettes, for example, our body gets flooded with nicotine. Not not we don't smoke, of course, but this is what happens inside a body of a person who does smoke. Hmm? Their body gets flooded with nicotine, which is basically an alkaloid, man-made exogenous alkaloid. So our proteins, which usually need serotonin, they start accepting nicotine instead. This is basically how any sort of addiction works. So this can make us make people who smoke, right, or people who drink, they get addicted to this because of this. It's like shape shifting things. So, but and yeah, since we're anyway like talking about addiction, right, let's just understand that in a deeper level. Okay, first of all, these foreign alcohols, which I just said, when someone smokes cigarettes or consumes certain drugs, the body gets flooded with these foreign chemicals called alkaloids. Nicotine, which is found in cigarettes, is one such an alkaloid. Then interaction with proteins inside the body. Normally, our body's proteins rely on a substance called serotonin, so which is to function properly, like we just discussed. But when we introduce these foreign alkaloids, proteins, they're blind. They can't see properly. They see blurry stuff. Okay, basically that's how it works. They will start accepting them instead of serotonin. Okay, then mimicking serotonin. That's basically what is happening. Alkaloids like nicotine, they mimic the structure of serotonin. Then what happens? It's fooling our proteins into accepting them. So sad. This leads to changes in how protein works in our body. Then adaptation and dependency. Over time, right, our body adapts to the presence of these foreign alkaloids. Then proteins literally start depending on them to function properly. Of course, that will eventually lead to the person's death, but this is basically what happens. It even leads to physiological dependency, like mentally and physically you're craving it. That is why people cannot stay away from alcohol, cigarettes, drugs, a lot of things. Then cravings and addiction, of course, as even like food, right? Food, like these fast food, they also have like additives, so we have no idea what like people are adding, so always be careful. And then as our body becomes accustomed to the presence of these alkaloids, we may experience strong cravings for them. Then what happens? Results in addictive behavior, so predictable, such as seeking out cigarettes or drugs to satisfy these cravings. That is why literally once people just start using drugs, start smoking cigarettes, their life is going downhill. And then in essence, um, addiction occurs when our body's natural processes are disrupted by the introduction of foreign substances, leading to a dependency on these substances for normal functioning. Luckily, we should be very happy that such a thing like Noni even exists. This is the thing. Everything exists, good and bad. It's all about balance, basically. So now drinking Noni juice can help our body get back to normal by giving it more serotonin. This can reduce our cravings for cigarettes and help us feel better overall. So, in simple terms, Noni juice is like a superhero for our body, helping it use proteins better and keep us healthy. Remember, body does all the work. Body does everything. We just provide it with the nutrients it needs to fight back the foreign bodies, just like Ganoderma, just like spirulina. Now, the nutritional content of Morinzhi or Noni, just read through this. Um, 90% water, 10% dry matter, 0.5% protein, 3% of glucose as well as fructose, 0.2% lipids, vitamin C, vitamin D, and beta carotene, calcium, magnesium, sodium, potassium, all these things. Like I said, sometimes our lifestyle, right, will not let all these nutrients uh, come into our body. Like maybe people that are very busy people, like if you know someone who's super busy, this is something you can tell them. Then people who like work in the IT field and things like that, this is especially good for them because maybe they might be always eating fast food because they're busy to cook or anything like that. So what can you do? Literally wake up, have one small cup or like a glass of noni as soon as you wake up, brush your teeth, along with your spirulinas and ganoderma. Maybe your ganoderma coffee also. Just have this also when before you sleep. Have this also. Really good. Then 1 tablespoon, right? Like 50 ml of noni. It contains only 5 calories and 9 grams of sugar. That is, and it's good sugar also, like really good sugar. That means it's natural, right? Organic. So even for someone who is like really focused on fat loss, or they're going to the gym and really concerned about the calories they take, it's really good for them also. And it's surprisingly a very low amount for like such a nutrient rich fruit. Then that same tablespoon, it also provides 5 milligrams of essential nutrients, fulfilling 2% of your daily needs. Then here's a breakdown of some key vitamins and minerals in a tablespoon of milk. Niacin, 170 micrograms. This B vitamin contributes to about 1% of your daily requirement, supporting healthy growth and development. This is crucial for everyone, but especially expectant mothers who are about to give birth. Then calcium, 2 milligrams. This mineral is essential for the bones, for helping develop strong bones, teeth, and just overall well-being, of course. So while a tablespoon offers a small amount, it contributes like to your daily intake alongside, of course, other dietary sources. Can be meat, rice, whatever you eat on a daily basis. They also will have some sort of um, minerals, right? Veggies and fruits, of course. Then we have magnesium, 800 micrograms. Okay, so this mineral plays a vital role in muscle and nerve function, and only provides 1% of your daily needs in a single teaspoon. You can actually drink more than that. Then potassium, about 10 milligrams. So this one helps you regulate your blood pressure and fluid balance. So a tablespoon of noni offers 1% of your daily recommended amount. Then zinc, we have zinc, which we get about 300 micrograms. So this mineral supports a healthy immune system and plays a role in the aging process. Everything in DXN is all about anti-aging, isn't it? So Noni provides a valuable amount of zinc in every serving. So by incorporating Noni into your diet, you can get access to these essential nutrients alongside its other potential health benefits. Now, if we're going to talk about Noni, there is actually so many things to talk about, so many research being done on it. And there is this guy named Neil. I forgot his last name, but he's not very famous, but he's a scientist and he has basically devoted his entire life to learn about Noni, and he's almost written about 5 books. I did search him up. He is there on Amazon. I'll find his full name and let you know. Then another amazing benefit of Noni is it is a natural painkiller. Morinzhi and Noni is a natural painkiller. So especially for girls, right? Periods is a very tough time, isn't it? We hate the cramps. It's a horrifying week sometimes, isn't it? So for periods and menstrual cramps, Noni is amazing. But You don't wait till you get your period to start having Noni. You have it on a daily basis because it's a process. Your body has to build up on it, isn't it? Your body has to recognize it, start working slowly, slowly. Like it literally takes 9 months for a baby to grow. Just like that, for your cells to rejuvenate, every month your cells die, right? So for them to die and rejuvenate, it takes certain times for things to happen. So obviously, you don't just consume it the day you get your periods. No, you start right now, today. You start having it today. You have it at home. And morning, evening, you have it. And slowly, 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 by that time you get your period, you'll see that it's painless. Why? It's a natural painkiller. It is known as natural painkiller. Just like how Ganoderma is known as the king of herbs or like the immortality mushroom. Then it has anti-aging, anti-aging properties. Again, just like Ganoderma. Now, I watched this interview by Miss Asma Munir during one of makeovers in 2024 years ago, and she said that according to the researchers, right, around 800 ingredients were, sorry, not 800, 300 ingredients were found in Morinzhi. Like science backed, research backed. Just think about it. If 4 years ago it was 300, think about how much it would be today. Because each day, she said, it was increasing. Each new day, as they do research, as they do experiments, they find new things. And just like Ganoderma, at the beginning of DXN, they found out that there were about 400 active ingredients, and today it's like 40,000. Just like that, every day we have a limit, right? But nature doesn't. So there's a lot of things happening, a lot of ingredients, a lot of nutrients, and maybe there are nutrients and minerals we have not even found out yet in these mushrooms and in these fruits. So like, why take a chance? Go ahead and have it. You might live to see 200 years. Then another important one is digestion. This one also I got this information from Miss Asma Munir. Um, that is eating burgers. Very excited. This was actually kind of new to me. I know that kombucha is really good, and then spices tea part of DXN is really good. But then Noni helping you digest your burgers was pretty new. So basically, if you eat a burger, right, we can't not eat burgers. I have not done this experiment yet because um, I just got the information. I don't think I can do it anytime soon because for the past 6 months I've been a vegetarian, religious things. So I'm waiting to try this, waiting to go eat fried chicken and my burgers because they have a lot of things inside, right? They have a lot of additives, they have a lot of things to improve taste and just a lot of stuff. Some not so healthy and some okay. Like even bun is not itself, it's not that healthy. But yeah, well, whenever you eat something, eat with a happy mind. It will do good for the body. Anyways, sometimes after eating fast food, right, we can be bloated, or like the next day, the experience in the bathroom is can be exhausting, or it's not that well. Motion is not really there, isn't it? So when you have these, have if you're eating at home, have noni juice with you. While you eat burger, have noni juice with you. Okay, so it's like as dust is coming in, you have vacuum cleaner to clean the stuff right then and there. Um, I'm not saying it will completely you'll feel healthy and awesome. No, of course not, because there will be something, but the severity will be like very less, and it it might feel it massively. It will there will be a huge difference, and when you will not have noni, then what else? Like you don't have to wait like just for like meat, like even if it's like veg pizza or whatever it is, right? Junk food, let it just be processed food or anything, have no need to. If you're eating from outside, come back home, have a glass of noni. Make sure it's a bit concentrated also because you just had chicken. So that is it for today, guys, about our amazing Morinchi juice. And definitely go try this. Go do your research, everything, and hope you had a good time. Hope this was informative. And see you next Tuesday. Good night. Good morning, DXN. See you at the top.